Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is What If Naruto Had a Karma Seal, Part 4. Last time we left off with Naruto actually fighting off Shikaku, and in the end making friends with Gaara and finding out the death of the Hokage, arriving to the stadium to see the Hokage. Sorry, I'm kind of sleepy. It's 1:20 a.m. I'm trying to finish this and go sleep. He sees the Hokage fall to the ground and die after using the Reaper Death Seal. After the funeral, Naruto finds out from Jiraiya that he's been asked to become the 5th Hokage. Naruto asked why didn't he accept, and then Jiraiya said that there are a few things that he didn't believe he had to be the Hokage, and Naruto said, if that's what you think, alright then. Anyways, why did you come to me? Just to tell me that? And Jiraiya said no, and then continuing to say that he came here to tell him that they will be going on a trip to find the next Hokage, or the 5th Hokage. Naruto's like, so you have someone in mind that is more qualified than you? And Jiraiya's like, you catch on fast. And yes, I do. Someone who used to be one of my friends. Still is. However, we don't talk much. And Naruto said, do you know her well? And Jiraiya says, I know her more than well. We've been through a full war after all. Anyways, Naruto then says, so this must be Tsunade, right? And Naruto, of course, adding 1 + 1 if he went through a war with her, or with that friend. And the only friend that Orochimaru is out of that, and the only other friend that Jiraiya could have is Tsunade, who went through a war with the Jiraiya. And then Jiraiya's like, exactly, so will you come with me? And Naruto then says, oh well, I have nothing about to do. I mean, we might as well, right? And after this, the 2 Akatsuki members that Toby told Tsukuyomi about actually came to visit, of course, searching for Naruto and not finding him. So Tsukuyomi secretly gave the information on where he went, and so they followed. They actually went there. Sasuke still follows them afterwards, or not follows them, but finds them. And just saying, Kakashi still tried fighting. However, he got put under the Tsukuyomi, and Might Guy came to save the day. Of course, we have the iconic scene of Kuronai trying to genjutsu one of the most overpowered genjutsu users, Itachi Uchiha himself. Yeah, that was kind of really dumb. Even as a kid, I was like, hey, are you fucking dumb? Are you actually dumb? You're dumb, fam. You're dumb. You're actually stupid, fam. You're stupid. You're just ruining it. You're just ruining it. Anyways, she was ruining the name of Jonin. It was like, how can you be that so stupid? How can you genjutsu someone who, oh my days, someone who massacred the whole Uchiha clan on his own? You tried to genjutsu him, and Uchiha, who has the 3-to-1 Sharingan? Oh my days, you're dumb. Anyways, now after this, Sasuke still screams out Itachi's name once, Kisame. Oh, so sorry guys. Kisame and Itachi came to find Naruto. After this, of course, Sasuke gets strangled by Itachi. However, Sasuke is able to escape by actually using a lightning clone, electrocuting Itachi. However, him turning into crows was kind of confusing as well. The 2 brothers clashed with their kunai, and Sasuke smirked, saying that this is the end. And behind him appears the real Sasuke with the Chidori. And then Itachi says, so you believe you can beat me with 2 jutsus? Well, this is better than the original, right? But of course, he doesn't know about the original, where Sasuke really tried to beat him with an imperfect Sharingan and 2 jutsus. Here, he has a perfect Sharingan. Well, according to what many people would say, 3-to-1 Sharingan is a perfect one, other than the perfect EMS or Eternal Monkey Sharingan. Anyways, now Naruto, seeing this, actually tries to fight both of them off. However, right before he got taken away Might Guy appeared, same as Jiraiya. After this, Naruto, the two Akatsuki members actually escaped, and Naruto explained everything, and then Might Guy took Sasuke back to the village and wished them luck. Naruto didn't do much because he was actually still training in the Rasengan. Anyways, he has the Rasengan. Anyways, now he was actually training in adding a chakra release to it. Anywho, not Tsukome. Tsukome has been alerted about the Akatsuki members retreating, and so she'll have to actually leave the village soon because of some things that the Akatsuki has to do. And Tsukome then starts actually packing her only few belongings. Anyways, while this was all happening, Naruto finally found Tsunade, and Tsunade badmouthed all the Hokage, and Naruto kind of got ticked off about this, and he told her that the villagers trust in her, and this is the person that the villagers should trust in. He'd rather die to Orochimaru than be underneath a Hokage like this. And Naruto got pretty pissed and then said that she is pretty much just a kid who thinks that she's the best and everything. And anyways, then Tsunade's like, well, did you just call me? And Naruto said that you're a kid that believes that you're the best, but you're not. You truly aren't the best. You are even worse than the Hokage. After all, they're fools in your eyes, but if they're fools, what are you? I wonder. Anyways, of course, Tsunade then says, do you want to take it outside, kiddo? And after this, Naruto's like, my pleasure. And they actually do start a little fight, which Naruto easily overpowers Tsunade. Not overpowers, but easily outsmarts and outplays Tsunade easily, especially because Tsunade is half drunk. Anyways, Naruto then actually whips out the Rasengan, and right before he hits Naruto stops, and Tsunade looked at Naruto, perplexed, and asks why, and Naruto said the future Hokage shouldn't be hurt or harmed. Anyways, get sober, and we shall be going tomorrow. Let's go. And Tsunade said, I never said I would go. Give me a week to think about it. Anyways, of course, Naruto then just smiles, saying, alright then. Anyways, now, and during this week, of course, Orochimaru still came to Tsunade and asked him, gave her the proposal of bringing back Naoki and Dan for his arms back. Of course, Tsunade, in the end, she realized that this is the only time where she can actually get rid of Orochimaru, since he's most vulnerable now. And so she poisoned, Jiraiya and Naruto. Once he came to find out, they actually go a lot earlier. So right before Tsunade actually gets cut and falls to the ground, Naruto came in, taking the kunai for her, and started bleeding just in the original, just a bit earlier, and takes a pretty bigger blow here. Anyways, of course, Tsunade sees this and gets over her fear of blood, and she was about to go and punch the hell out of Kabuto. However, Naruto then said that this is his fight now, and as he says that, Naruto then turns into poison, which just shows how strong how skilled Naruto is with this poison at this point. And anyways, he appears in front of Kabuto and literally punches Kabuto right in the chest, and then after that, adding a bit of wind release, slaps Kabuto with a Rasengan, including wind release, which sends him flying towards Orochimaru. The two actually decide to escape, realizing that they will not be able to win this fight. And after escaping, Orochimaru actually starts scheming a new plan. Of course, first of all, bringing Sasuke to, his home base. Anywho, Tsukome, at this time, she was about to leave and realized that maybe she should leave a bit after, maybe saying goodbye to Naruto or something, but then her alter ego took over and said, no, I have to go. This is my mission. This is what my grandfather told me. And so she leaves. Of course, Naruto, who returns to the village with the 5th Hokage. Everyone congratulates Jiraiya. Not Naruto, but Naruto didn't really care. Naruto just kept smiling. Now, of course, Naruto kept a cool head since, Ryo's teachings and Ryo's manner classes. or attitude class. And Naruto took the attitude of Ryo. He doesn't care what other people think about him at this point. And anyways, Naruto went to see Itachi, Sasuke, and in the end, Naruto actually saw Naruto still had to fight Sasuke, and here Sakura did try to stop this. However, Naruto actually stopped it himself and just smiled at Sasuke, saying that there's no need to fight. If they keep fighting like this, first of all, they can endanger other people in the hospital, especially because they're on the rooftop of a hospital. Second of all, Sasuke is injured, so he won't be able to, pull his best, so it would be an unfair matchup. And third of all, Naruto's tired, and it shows that if he wants to fight Sasuke, he'll have to at least allow Naruto to get some rest. Otherwise, it's not fair. And Sasuke still gets pretty jealous, especially because he actually knew that Naruto was much stronger than him at this point, and he would have easily clapped him even if he's tired, and realizes that Naruto was just trying to not hurt his ego or anything. And in the end, Sasuke actually still decides to go with the sound for to Orochimaru. Anyways, after this, Naruto goes and tries to find Tsukome, not finding her in her home. Of course, he sees that everything is pretty much there. However, there are a few things missing, like the photograph of her and Naruto together. That's missing. A few things are missing, not too many. However, a few things that Tsukome had kept dear to her. And anyways, the things that were dear to her, they're gone now. Naruto wants to know what's going on. And anyways, while he was searching the whole entire village, he sees Sasuke and Sakura. And Sakura begs Sasuke not to go, and then sees what happens next. Sasuke leaves, and Naruto goes to Sakura, asking what happened. And anyways, Sakura then explains everything. Naruto couldn't hear from afar, and didn't want to get involved. He thought that it was personal matters, but then after hearing what Sakura had to say, he realized that this is more important. This is not personal matters, but these are things that have to be dealt with the village too. This is a crime, leaving the village, and Naruto thought of it rationally and didn't go after Sasuke straight away. Naruto then told Sakura that they need to go to the Hokage first, and then they can go after Sasuke. And Sakura's like, but you're strong, you can do this, right? You're a Chunin. And Naruto says Orochimaru is much stronger than me. I cannot risk anything, and I don't want to be considered a traitor too. My reputation is already pretty much destroyed. I don't have any reputation to protect. And Sakura then's like, then why don't you just do it? And Naruto then says, because I don't want to endanger anyone or me. Understood? If I go alone, I might do something reckless and maybe even hurt Sasuke. So it's better if we make sure to tell the Hokage first, so she'll tell us what to do. And Sakura accepted. The Hokage made the same exact Sasuke retrieval team, except this time including Sakura. Sakura already being pretty much her when she was younger, she was sent there too. Sakura was a powerhouse and stayed with Choji this time. Together they were able to beat Jirobo with a hard-fought fight. However, Choji did not have to use his red pill. Luckily, thanks to Sakura's inhumane strength, she got a few good blows onto Jirobo, and Jirobo was taken out by the yellow pill used by Choji to destroy him. Now, the next fight was Kidomaru versus Neji. Neji and Kidomaru went at it for a while, and in the end the fight ended the same way. Neji suffering severe damage and Kidomaru being dead. Now, it was basically Shikamaru, Kiba versus Sakon and Ukon and Tayuya, while Naruto was after Kimimaru. Kimimaru is pretty much nearly on the same level as Naruto. However, he has no 6th Sage Mode powers or anything, or Sage Mode powers, or Sharingan powers. He has nothing that Naruto's not neutral to. Anyways, well, Naruto intangibility and everything works on. Now, Orochimaru really, I mean, Kimimaru really had the short end of the stick here. Anywho, after all of this, Naruto and Kimimaru begin their fight while Sasuke escapes. Naruto wanted to finish it fast, so he activates his Karma Seal, but at the same time, Orochimaru activates his Curse Mark 2 state. The Karma Seal won't last too long for Naruto, he realizes, especially against fighting someone so strong. And so, Naruto begins by using everything he's got. The unintangibility actually comes in clutch, and over time, Naruto was able to defeat Kimimaru. Now, Kimimaru was finished. Naruto was able to kill him, and Kimimaru apologized to Orochimaru one last time for failing him again. Of course, right before he died, he was about to shoot a bone at Naruto. However, then Rock Lee arrived and stepped on his face, and then told Naruto to go. He'll go help the rest. And Naruto thanks Rock Lee. Naruto's really drained at this point. He has no chakra left. Well, barely any chakra after using the Karma Seal so recklessly. Anyways, after all of this, Naruto and the rest actually continue. Well, Naruto himself, not the rest. He continues. And anyways, he finds Sasuke. Naruto being injured quite a bit. Not quite a bit, since he is unintangible. He wasn't hit by Orochimaru much at all, in fact. And anywho, Naruto against Sasuke went pretty much the same, other than Naruto, of course, not being immune. Well, Naruto not being able to use his unintangibility just showed how much he depended on it, on a real fight, on a really strong opponent, and in the end ended up losing because of his own arrogance. Now, of course, after this, Naruto, after the heartbreaking find that Sasuke left and having to fight Sasuke to didn't just lose and let everyone down, and yeah, that wasn't the best way. And anyways, now also Naruto gets the choice, well, not the choice, the news that even Tsukume left the village, and there was a note found for Naruto. Tsukume then said to, stop dwelling on her disappearance and forget about her, because she's no longer Tsukume. She is the Akatsuki member now, as she always was. In fact, she was the leader for a while, up until someone else got her back. Anyways, now Naruto begins his training with Jiraiya. Sakura begins her training with Tsunade, protecting that Naruto will never be hurt in the fight again. And Naruto then says, "Alright then, you better be strong the next time I see you," and then just gives a thumbs up and leaves. Naruto goes on his 2 month training. 2 month? 1 month? You'll allow it. 2 year training. And of course, here he learns a lot of new things. He learns the Rasen Shuriken. Holy fuck. I was really sleepy. I just realized I fell asleep with my AirPods on. I couldn't even be asked to take them off. Anyways, he learns the Rasen Shuriken here within 6 months. Also, Naruto learns a few new things. He learns a few not told jutsus, but a few jutsus to do with nature energy. So Naruto is slowly but surely getting used to the nature energy thing. He doesn't know about Sage Mode yet. However, Jiraiya is trying to teach Naruto at the same time. And anywho, after all of this, Naruto, after a full year, Naruto has still been searching for Tsukume and Sasuke at the same time. Sakura's been working hard, but he feels that he's not working hard enough. Naruto has the Rasen Shuriken, has other techniques. He has the Karma Seal. His Karma Seal has gone a lot stronger. His full seal now goes around his arm up to his eye. But of course, it doesn't actually go for a cut, which actually would look very sick. But of course, that's something that's Boruto's design, so I'm not gonna take Boruto's design. Anyways, Naruto keeps training with this Karma Seal, and over time he gets stronger with it. He gets more used to it, and of course, his eye as well. Remember, it is the eye of fear, and he has many techniques. However, it's not complete since he's not a full. Well, since Ryo was from the clan of his father, he was just a half breed, but at the same time, an Otsutsuki, which makes him so fucking overpowered. But anyways, now after this 2 years and a half have finished, Naruto has other Rasengans. He has the Vanishing Rasengan, the Vanishing Rasen Shuriken, the Rasen Shuriken, the Rasen Shuriken plus Water Release added to it, which makes it a bit of a like hurricane, and the explosion is much bigger and much sharper, and also it cuts deeper because of the water blades around it also, and the extreme speed that it's moving at thanks to the wind release. Also, he has a few nature energy jutsus, for example the Hold Oil jutsu, which actually needs a bit of nature energy without even realizing it, you're using it. And after that, Naruto can actually use a Fireball jutsu, a Fireball Rasengan, which he can actually amplify his Rasengan with adding Toad Oil, which he can actually do from his hands too, not only when he does it like Jiraiya. And also now Naruto, of course, is able to use his Karma Seal to a greater extent, and he can now absorb jutsus. So Fireball jutsus, something like the Kirin, something like a Susanoo arrow, it can all be absorbed because it's all chakra. Anyways, you see where I'm going with this. Naruto's overpowered as fuck. Of course, he found this out during his last year of training, while he was actually thinking on how he can counter Tsuki's Susanoo. And yes, so he doesn't know about Tsuki's Susanoo by now. Tsuki had showed him during their training because they were pretty close and Tsuki trusted him. And also now she had to leave. However, Tsuki has been training over these 2 years, training extremely hard. The Hashirama cells, have fully merged with her, and she now has wood release sage mode. She can use it. She doesn't have Hashirama's face on her anywhere on her body, that's for sure, but she has the eternal, not the eternal Mangekyo, she has the Mangekyo Sharingan. The eternal Mangekyo can't be she can't have it because she doesn't have a sibling, or mother's eyes are with Nagato right now. But of course, Obito promised her that he will give Nagato's eyes back to her once mother is revived, or they will do something, or maybe they can switch eyes with Madara, and Madara gets the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan back, and his Rinnegan as well, because he already had the Rinnegan and the eye could turn into a Rinnegan, who knows. Anyways, they don't know yet, but anywho, she has been getting stronger otherwise, not only with Sage mode, but she also has a lot of new wood release abilities, and she now knows the secret to the Kamui. Basically, Naruto's ability is literally the Kamui, just a more overpowered version, if only he had the full one. Since he doesn't have a full one, he's actually immune. Well, not immune, he's actually vulnerable to Uchihas, Otsutsukis, and many others. Ryo's father was basically fighting his mother at first. A bit of backstory now. And Ryo's mother really couldn't do anything, and she was an Otsutsuki. Not like a top tier one, but an Otsutsuki is an Otsutsuki. She was pretty strong. Stronger than most characters in Boruto and Naruto, and pretty much. You get the gist of it. And Ryo's father was able to defeat her thanks to his ability, which is from his clan, and he was the last survivor, of course. In the end, they fell in love, and they had Ryo, and Ryo was meant to be the next successor and everything. But then, they found out about Ryo's mother, and they had them both killed. But Ryo survived, and they believe that Ryo may be pretty strong because of this ability that was able to be even an Otsutsuki. Many Otsutsuki don't get beaten usually, unless you're versing Naruto or Sasuke, because that's a whole different story. You're getting fucked. Anyways, Naruto and Sasuke ain't letting you go until you get destroyed. Anyways, Naruto I mean, sorry, Tsuki, and that's why Naruto doesn't have his Ryo's father's abilities, because all his abilities that he got from the eye and the karma are from Ryo. And since he's a half breed, he can't really give his full karma. He gave his karma still as per normal. However, he can't take control of others, which makes absolutely no sense. I know that, but however, it's for plot convenience. So Ryo's just passing on his power instead, not actually trying to reincarnate one day. Anywho, after all of this, Naruto returns to the village, and Sasuke has been training too. Sasuke has actually gotten Hashirama cells himself because he realized that he needs to get even stronger. Also, he is already on Tsuki's level on using jutsus. However, he has been very, very close to the wood sage mode, wood ready sage mode. However, he hasn't gotten it yet. It takes him a bit more time. Remember, Tsuki has had the wood release much longer than her, and for Sasuke to already be on a skill level of hers, or in using wood release, it just shows how much he trained, how hard he trained, and he wasn't joking around. He wasn't messing around. He wanted to become stronger anyways. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I don't know why it's playing. I took my AirPods off. Oh my god. I just realized something. The new LR Goku looks amazing. 1 second. You see, this is why you just have to love Dokkan over fucking Legends. Dokkan is more of a collecting game. It's not pay to play. Even free to players get Hello Stones, usually like 600 to maybe even 1,000 during an anniversary. I remember once literally collecting 800 and just summoning on the banner I wanted. I just saved up. That was around like year 3 when I actually used to play a lot. And Indiana got Vegito, and the only reason I did Vegito was because I started on the Vegito steps accidentally, and yeah, I had to finish them. And Indiana got him. But anyways, let's not talk about that. Now, of course, we anywho, Sasuke's training went really well. Also, he unlocked the Mangekyo Sharingan over time, and yeah, he has the Susanoo, and including his Hashirama cells just makes him that much overpowered on Naruto's level. But they don't know about Naruto's true abilities, about the Karma Seal. They still don't understand anything from that, which goes to show how much Naruto is hiding and how much he's stronger. Anyways, now Naruto returns to the village to actually see I said Tsukumi nearly, Sakura, and Sakura welcomed him. You know, Naruto promises her that this time he will bring back Sasuke and Tsukumi, and you know, Sakura's like, it's fine, I'll help you this time. And if you get hurt, I can heal you, since I am a pretty good healer now. Then Naruto said that, then that's good, he won't get hurt anymore. And anyways, now they of course go to the Hokage's office, and they still go and do the bell test in the end. And the bell test becomes much easier when Kakashi actually does try to fight them. Naruto just actually goes through every single attack, and in the end, he was able to allow Sakura, get an opening for Sakura to punch the ground into pieces. Even though Naruto could have eaten past the bell test again on his own, he didn't wanna. And anyways, Sakura was able to destroy the ground. And just saying, Naruto is actually warping through. He's not actually warping through. I just meant dodging every attack pretty fast. He can't warp through any attacks from Kakashi because he has a Sharingan. He's not an Uchiha, but he still has a Sharingan. And anyways, remember his invisibility ability. He actually used that here again, as tradition. Anyways, after all of this, Sakura and Naruto pass, and the next day Naruto finds out about Gaara. Of course, Naruto and Team 7 Naruto actually being a lot more cool-headed here. He actually waits for his team, and in the end, they go together as per normal, even though he's pretty pissed off. And anyways, after all of this, Naruto and the rest arrive at the Sand Village, and now they actually go and find Gaara a few days later after healing Kankuro, and in the end they find Gaara, and it's too late, he's dead. Chio and Sakura were about to take Sasori. However, there was a third figure in this. There was Tsukome. Tsukome actually was the one to take paws on. She was someone hidden in the shadows, but she was with them. Sorry, and of course Naruto saw her, Sakura saw her, even Kakashi. We were all confused. But anyways, Naruto then said, "Alright, so you joined the Akatsuki." And anyways, of course, she said that she never joined the Akatsuki. She was already in it. She was one of the founding members, basically. And Naruto says, "Oh, so you were only in the village to actually take me, right?" And Tsuki then just says, "Pretty much." And Naruto then just closes his eyes, and already in front of them, of course, slaps the Deidara away and takes Gaara. And when he actually returned, one of his tears actually did fall off. Of course, Naruto was saddened by this because he really and truly actually romantically liked Tsukome, not Tsuki. I keep saying Tsuki, sorry. And Tsukome saw this, but she couldn't do anything. Even though inside she was dying, she wanted to go and hug Naruto. She wanted to do everything, but anyways, it was too late. Naruto and Tsukome can't get together at this point because they're on two different sides, and Tsukome just hopes that in the world of her dreams she can finally get to be with Naruto without having anyone in between them, the Akatsuki in between them, her grandfather in between them, Naruto having the Akatsuki in between them pretty much, and the village because she left the village. But anyways, but she wasn't part of the village in the first place, which just goes to show that it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But anyways, Tsukome then actually says, "I'll be going then. You guys can handle this, right?" And they say yes, and Tsukome actually just disappears from their visions, and Naruto throws a kunai towards her where she was actually going, but Tsukome was able to deflect this easily. Of course, Naruto not even trying, he just threw a normal kunai, even though he could have thrown a pretty a kunai involved in wind release and lightning release, everything to actually do some damage. Tsukome would not have been able to deflect it with just a normal kunai. She would have had to at least try a little bit, just a tiny bit. But anyways, now, Deidara still takes, tries to escape with sorcery this time, but of course they have to fight, and in the end, they don't get too far with Naruto and Kakashi being in there, and Kakashi actually training over these 2 years to actually get stronger with the Sharingan, because he knows that he could have done something to stop his students from escaping. And right now, all his students are pretty much on, or maybe even further ahead of him, on his level or ahead of him, which is pretty much only Sakura being a bit behind him, but the rest are ahead of him. But that's pretty obvious because it's the main character. There's two Uchihas. One is a S-rank shinobi wanted by every single nation, Tsukome, and another one is with a legendary Sanin trying to kill one of those S-rank shinobis as well, who's wanted by every single nation, pretty much, mostly by the Leaf and the Land Fire. But anyways, now after getting killed, pretty much, Sasori, of course, his last words were that where to find Sasuke, and in the end they actually go there, and here even Kakashi goes, and Naruto of course goes with Yamato, because he did let out build the nine toes of chakra after Tsukome left, and his eyes were red, and they were the nine toes eyes. And just saying, in the end, the Granny Chio actually still gives her life for Gaara, and since she died, and rest in peace. Anyways, now of course Naruto actually goes there, and in the end gets pretty pissed off, of course, so pissed off that the Nantos chakra was flowing out. However, thanks to the calmness that he gets from Ryo's calm seal, Naruto was able to overcome this anger, and even the Nantos like, god damn this Otsutsuki, and he realized how much of a danger how much of an obstacle this Otsutsuki was, and now is. But even after that, he's still there protecting Naruto from the Nantos' wrath, which is what Ryo truly saw in Naruto, and so decided to help Naruto contain that wrath. before someone can get her, he could get her, and he could lose himself. Anyways, now after this, now Naruto, of course, after all of this, he actually goes and fights Orochimaru, and Orochimaru tries to use some jutsus. However, Naruto just absorbs them and actually uses them towards Orochimaru. And yes, he can actually use these jutsus against the actual opponent who uses them. But anyways, after this, Naruto, of course, was nearly able to defeat Orochimaru. However, Orochimaru was able to escape last second, just showing how strong Naruto is. Naruto's already stronger than Orochimaru. And anyways, anywho, they do follow them in the end, and Sai is still there, of course, and they do find out that Sai was actually underneath the control of not the control, but under the command of Danzo. I forgot his name. I haven't talked about Danzo in a while. Anyways, I have a few days ago. Anyways, after all of this, Sasuke still tries to get into Naruto's mind, but Naruto actually was able to stop this and actually try to fight him. And Sasuke and Naruto actually were able to get a few blows on each other, and then Sasuke escaped, realizing that Naruto is actually still pretty strong. And if he were to fight Naruto now, it would actually create a pretty big fight. Anyways, he doesn't want to fight Naruto. He doesn't know if he's stronger than Naruto, but at the same time, he knows that he's stronger than Orochimaru. He can easily beat Orochimaru, and so can Naruto. So he believes they're on the same level. However, he wants to get even stronger, and so he trains even harder right before, going to Sasuke, to his brother Itachi. Anyways, that's where I'm gonna end off. Hope you'll enjoy. Please stay safe. This was the King of Weebs, and I'm pretty sure this is part 4. This might be a 6-part or 5-part, depending on how quickly I cover shits. Anyways, hope you'll enjoyed it. Please take care, safe. What the hell? Please take care, stay safe. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Please take care and stay safe. Please take care, stay safe. This is King will use it. Don't forget to subscribe to Ratreet Miniman93. Also, my friend Hxmesh on YouTube, and my second channel, which I'm gonna be uploading soon once an event comes out. Or this name. Anyways, also don't forget to follow Shoker on Instagram. He's an amazing artist. And also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and join the Discord server, link in the description below. The Discord server is pretty fun. Even I'm pretty active at this point. The system one's pretty active. But anyways, now I'm joking, a lot of people are active. However, I'm not just that active. But when I am, we have fun. I get raided a few times. I have to ban a few fucking motherfuckers. Anyways, also, if you want to get some good quality anime merch, you can go to Beautiful Halo and get yourself some good quality anime merch. You can get animes from animes all the way to even hentai. Like, what the fuck? I want a hentai one, but I can't get. Anyways, you can get 5% off on your next $49 plus order with the code MEME, MEME, and with if you have an order over $99 plus, you can get 10% off with the same code MEME, MEME. So the code MEME works for any type of order if it's $49 plus, and $99 plus, you get an even bigger discount. Anyways, also my new sponsor, Lamp Tea. You can get some good quality lamps, LED lamps. I got an anime one, Luffy one. I said it multiple times. You can get yourself one too. And if you do want one, you can go to the link in the description, and if you read it, there is a discount code for 10% off on any order you do, and that code is LAMTEE, so capital L AMTEE, and then a dash with the King of Weebs, capital T, capital H, capital E. I can't be saying it. Everything capital except for the O and F. Anyways, please take care, stay safe. This is the King of Weebs there, and peace. Oh, darkness dismissed. Peace.